Hello everybody and welcome to our Final Fantasy job tier list, and today we're talking about all of the black mages. That's right, we're redoing it because it broke the first time. So I have a lot to talk about, and I can tell you right now this is going to be the one that has the most S tier list because just because I really like black mages, I guess. So we're gonna go in order. We're gonna start with Final Fantasy 1, and that's pretty easy. They are the classic, the based black mage, so they don't have anything extravagant or anything. They are the basis for all of the other black mages. So we're gonna put the black mage and the black wizard right in B tier because that is where it begins, right? They don't have anything special because by themselves they are special. Black mage is a class that will last you and be incredibly powerful up until the end of the game. I always recommend to have a black mage or a red mage, but I'm a caster main, so I'm biased. Final Fantasy 2, well, everybody can kind of be a black mage. You can make whatever you want with them. And so there is no representative in this one, but we have FF3 in the black mage. They're not bad. I mean, I would put them like above FF1. They're nothing special. There is an extra step for your casters. I think it was like the Magus, which we can do right now. Like, they're much better. Everything the black mage can do, the Magus does it better. They're directly a step up from the black mage. Incredibly powerful in endgame. Highly recommended. But they're still very simple black mages. The only thing that the Magus has higher is just the last tier. So you have like your flare and your, I think the Ultima? At least flare, but it's something that the black mage cannot learn. And then in FF4 you have a character I strongly dislike, Palom. Palom? Yeah, Porom is the white mage, Palom is the black mage, and then he's important in the after year, and even then, why is he why did he become an asshole? Who knows? I don't know. I just can't connect to the character. I'm not a fan of the twins. The only redeeming part is that Porom gets really cute tie-highs or socks. We talked about this. Like, actually, this is how I knew about sock glue, but different character. I feel like between the twins, Palom is the weakest character. He's got an attitude. He's rude to everybody. I don't know anybody that actually really cares about this character. If you do, please let me know because I don't have it. I don't have it. FF4 also brings us the single character to be a summoner black mage. All the other summoners are all white mages. But Rydia, instant S tier. She doesn't have a head. Lulu doesn't have a head either. It's kind of weird. But Rydia's top tier character. She goes through a lot of growth, literally and physically. Then she forgets her white magic, but it's okay. But like her whole family dies, so she lives with the pixies or the fairies, and she's just so strong. She saves your life multiple times, one major time. She's such a great character, incredibly powerful, and like I said, she's the unique character, the only summoner that is a black mage, not a white mage. I don't know why they haven't, like Yuna was obviously the white mage summoner, but why couldn't she have been the black mage summoner? I don't understand. Rydia's top tier. She's green, she's great, she's cute, she's smart, love her. I don't think anybody disagreed with that one. Rydia's your favorite female character? She's up there. She's up there. Next up, we have Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know why I didn't put them at the end, but Final Fantasy Tactics White Mage, and we're gonna do A tier. Are they better than the Magus? No. So there is a couple different speedrun strat in Final Fantasy Tactics where you can use wizards, they're called wizards in that game, to absolutely carry you through the whole game. They are that strong. The only downside is that early game you don't have a whole lot of MP and it kind of stops you a little bit. But they're very strong. Having black magic as a secondary job is always a good idea if you want to use elemental weaknesses on bosses and everything. They're just a very, very solid main magic job. I really like them. I don't use them for very long. Please scroll up for a moment. Why? Rydia needs her face. Oh. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Oh my god. There you go. She's got a smiley face now. I see what you did. But black mages will eventually kind of fall off. I feel like geomancers will do the same amount of levels and damage and stuff. So very good early game. Can help you late game if you're not leveling up other jobs. They're just a good investment altogether. Black mages in Final Fantasy Tactics, however, Tactics Advance, however, they're still strong, but you have jobs like Elementalist that will serve you a little bit better. You have like the elemental skills of other classes that will help you and do more damage. They're good early game. They just can't really carry you through the whole game unless you invest in higher DPS characters. I don't have a whole lot other to say. You're FF12, so I'm gonna skip you a little bit. We're gonna put you right here. Okay. Wow, I thought oh no, Burger. Oh no. Did I not sort them? I thought I sorted them. RIP. Okay, so we're gonna go in order then. So, we did Tactics, and then FF5 Black Mages are kind of in the same boat as FF3 and FF1, where you get them very early. They're very useful very early. They can break rods for damage, which is good, but do we use black mages end game? Unless you're doing a 4-job fiesta, you're probably gonna find that your Mystic Knight will do the same amount of damage very quickly. They're fun to use. I have, again, a soft spot for Final Fantasy V, but I don't know, they're not like the class to have. Enjoy your food, Akira. Thanks for the raid, and thank you for lurking. For FF6, Terra, straight up S tier. I would even put her before Rydia here. Terra's, we've talked about this in our Warriors and Fighters, but I really like her character. I think she's very strong, and she is incredibly good with magic. Now, everybody can use magic in FF6, so she's not technically the only mage, but I feel like she's the most successful at being a mage, if that makes sense. Alright, so FF7 doesn't really have its own representative as far as black mages go. Everybody can have the magic materials. So we're going to jump into FF8. Rinoa. Well, I'm a Rinoa fan. I like her, but is she a very strong black mage? She's a sorceress, so we did include all the sorceresses. I think out of the 3 sorceresses, she is the weaker one. And we're gonna put, hi Chocoboko. We're gonna put Edea probably top of A. And I'm gonna put Ultimecia probably behind Terra. It kind of goes in power level. Ultimecia, best time mage, best sorceress, super powerful, actually almost succeeds, creates a time loop, like, hello? Edea, receiving the power selflessly so that Squall could not be trapped in time. Very important. Makes up the whole defense system that the world has. Like, Edea is a very important character, and I really like her. Rinoa, I love her. I found her a little bit annoying, and I feel like she's gonna be top of A tier, but like, it's not that I don't like her. I just don't think that she is that important. So that's FF8. Oh, speaking of. Then next up we have, oh man. Who does not like the next character up? We have everybody's favorite Vivi, the black mage representative. Like, if you think of Final Fantasy Black Mage, who do you think of? Our boy Vivi. Love the character. Not that he breaks my heart, but like his whole existential crisis feels so important. And even then, he's still there, he's still helping. He's such a strong character. I know that he's everybody's favorite, but like Vivi is such a strong character. His storyline with the Black Mage Village is so good. it really, like, he instills so many different kind of feeling throughout the run. And FF9 is almost, he's I know the Zidane and Garnet are main character, but Vivi is also one of the main character of the game, because you kind of see the game through his eyes, and it's just so well done that I have to S tier him. I have to. In Final Fantasy X, we have my very second best favorite top tier, just insert more word here, Black Mage. Lulu is my second favorite Black Mage of all time. In Final Fantasy X, Lulu's my best girl. Incredibly smart. Probably, well, she's actually the smartest character. So mature. She's lost a lot. You can tell the grief that she has. Yet she still continues. She focuses missions. And she's always there to support Yuna. It's tier based on strength, including story. Oh, it includes strength, story, personality, character design. It is my tier list. Super biased tier list. Love Lulu. Does she get overpowered by Yuna if you master the sphere grid? Unfortunately, yes. But it's just, there's something about Lulu. Her overdrive is hard, but it's fun. She's got an amazing character design. Like, I like everything about the character. Except what they did with her in 10-2. She's pregnant, you can't tell. Her dress wouldn't hold it. She'd be incredibly sick. I don't like the whole pregnant storyline without even showing a pregnancy. Like, that bothers me so much. So freaking much. But, that being said, she is still one of my favorite characters. And I will still love her forever. Forever. Then we're jumping into 10-2 Black Mages, which I would put in the B tier as well. They are very strong. There's better way to do elemental damages, but like Black Mage early game, it's one of the first dress sphere, there we go, that you receive in the game, and it's gonna help you throughout the whole game to do elemental damage if you need to. And even if you've, invested in a Black Mage and eventually you switch game, but you equip the one accessory that I can't think of right now that gives you access to the Black Magic spells, and then now you're sitting pretty. Knowing the spells, so you have the physical version into Warrior where you can do the elemental damage with all the elemental blades, but then Black Mages just have it, they just don't have Holy. But they can dish out a shit ton of damage. So if you're looking at I would put them in A tier, I suppose, but they're just so squishy. And like the White Mage in Final Fantasy X-2, they basically get one shot. So I cannot put them in A tier. You'd have to build them very specifically. Okay, so we have nothing for... No, we do have Final Fantasy XI in Shantoto. So I have to put Shantoto in S tier. I have not played Final Fantasy XI. But what I know of Shantoto is I love her. She rhymes. She's clever. Incredibly powerful. We've discussed about her many, many times, but Shantoto is a top tier character. And the only thing I was exposed with her was a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV and Dissidia on Duodecim, I think she was in. Yeah, the second PSP game. That's all I know about Shantoto. Every time we talk about Shantoto, somebody will tell me how great she is. And I honestly believe it because, I guess World of Final Fantasy was another exposure of Shantoto that I have. And she was hilarious. It was well done. Absolutely well done. She seems incredibly well written as well. There's nothing I don't like about her. And I haven't even really been a first-hand experience with her, so. S tier. Could be VV level if I knew her better, but I don't. So in Final Fantasy XII, there is no representative of Black Mages. However, in Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings, you technically have a Black Mage in Kites. He's okay. He's alright. Like in Final Fantasy XII, you meet the kid Kite and eventually grows up to be Franz's friend, which is fine, I don't mind, but like... Okay. Is he useful? Sure, he's one of the first... No, he is the first mage and one of the few mage. But like, is he OP? No, he's kind of a little bit annoying and very dense. So I think C tier is where he's gonna live. Final Fantasy 13. So I have mixed feelings about Vanille. So I would put her in B tier, right? But she's got death, and we were talking about the death span. I think Hestia mentioned it earlier. That's an A tier right here. Death on the Longuis and the Xiaolonguis and the Adamantortus. Like, early game, you can farm very powerful weapons. Not early game. Once you get to Grand Pulse, you can start farming very, very incredibly powerful weapons with using the death spam that you wouldn't be able to beat, because you wouldn't be able to beat those monsters yet. And a lot of people just save. Death spam doesn't work, reset, restart until you get the drops that you need to level up the weapons. End game, you just need Vanille, and sorry, not Vanille, you need Fang, and you can just basically one-shot most of the monsters. So there's different ways to do it, but death spam is, as soon as you unlock it, you can make great use of it. It's really good. So I'm gonna put her probably actually above the Final Fantasy Tactics Black Mages. She's very good. So that is 13. In 14, we have everybody's favorite Black Mage, Y'shtola. I mean, she's S tier. I'm just like, does she go here? Does she go there? I think I want to put Y'shtola there, because she does start as a white mage, so she's definitely a sorceress. So she is our 4th sorceress in the Final Fantasy universe. Incredibly smart. I really like her. Maybe I put her above. No, Ultimisha's way more powerful. She is very powerful, okay? And I absolutely love Y'shtola. I think she is stronger than Rydia. I like her character design, and her earrings are super cute. I wear them in my current glam right now. I think this is where I would put her, yeah. I think Ultimisha is way more powerful. I think I'm gonna drop down, actually, I'm gonna drop down Terra. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's more accurate for my biased opinions. We have 2 more Black Mages in Final Fantasy 16. We have Sid. Sid is also a warrior, but he's also Ramu. And Ramu does a shit ton of magic damage. His lightning abilities are super cool. I'm gonna put him top of A tier. I don't think he's S tier. He's really close though. So he's top of A tier, but I think the only Black Mage to come out of 16 that is A tier is my girl Jill, who is gonna be right here. Best girl. Love the character, love her powers. She's a rapier user. Hello, so am I. And I just think her design is great. Her personality is great. She's incredibly well written. I'm a little biased, but I think Jill is 3rd best Black Mage, because she actually uses her magic to help you. She actually uses it. It's great. She's a great character. Only a little. I'm just a little biased. That's right. I think that's it. Yeah. I think I'm going to screenshot this for myself here. And I think that is the complete Final Fantasy job tier list for Black Mages. Yeah, I'm looking through this. I don't think I would change anything. Bias? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so that's my final Black Mage tier list, friends. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Let me know in the comments below or in chat right now. Feel free to argue about Black Mages. I know most of you would put Rydia and Terra at the top, but I feel like Vivi, Lulu, and Jill are my top mages. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, we are done with the tier list, but we're going to chat a little bit more. Don't worry about it. Have a great day.